Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back here to my channel where I play Planet Zoo. My name is Nisa and today we're gonna make another theme in these mod videos I do. And I actually decided to make something a little bit different this week. So instead of saying cats or dogs or reptilians or whatever, I'm gonna take the oldest mods on Nexus for Planet Zoo and go over. But a lot of them aren't actually updated for a newer update. The ones who are, I'm gonna take a look at later this week. But basically, we are having all of these old mods that haven't been updated, and I just wanted to make a quick video. I'm gonna try not to make it too long to go over what was the first mods over here. And as you know, we have all 1400 mods at this point, so these are quite old actually, but not that old. As far as I remember, the Planet Zoo is from fall 2019, and the oldest one here is the red brick replacer, and it's by Voltaic. I'm not sure. It sounds kind of looks like a name of a Pokemon, but we're gonna go with it. Who replaced the, I guess, yeah, this red brick in here with this one. I do feel like this wall is something I have in another mod nowadays. So it have been utilized since then. But as you can see here, it's the oldest one. It's from 12th of December 2019. 10:52 in the morning, or after midnight, I think AM means. And it seems like it haven't been updated ever, so it's the oldest mod we have. I did cheat and look at these first before, or just run them by, and it seems like a lot of the older one is, we have some animals, but a lot of the older ones here is a way to fix the game. Here we have Liz Orange Bidding, also by Voltaic. Liz Blue Ice Rock, also by Voltaic. And it's a modder I never heard about. Maybe he's still much I just haven't by chance. I don't look at the modder before I choose a mod, so it's very possible that he still do mods. I just haven't used any of his yet. But it is also a possibility that he stopped doing mods or just stopped doing mods for Planet Zoo, and by doing that, he wasn't there to update them. That is a possibility. But I will give him that the eyes of the game is very, very blue. Then we have the Melanistic Doll Sheep, which seems to be a Pure Winter mod. Pure Winter, I have seen something from him, but I think it was in the 500 mods, so I'm not sure if he's still around. But here it's from January, almost a month after. Could you imagine having almost a month between mods? It was clearly before Leaf started doing his showcase, but it seems like it just makes them doll shapes dark instead of white, which can have its charm. I'm not sure if it's all the doll shapes or not. Then we have the Quagga, also by Pure Wonder. And oh, sorry, I'm just gonna. Oh. Was that better? Something like that. It's because the sound goes into my ears also, and I don't want the microphone to catch the sound from my ears. So the Quagga, also by Pure Winter, which is this kind of half zebra, half horse creature. I believe it's a real creature. That just haven't been updated since. I do believe another modder made one that might be updated now, but I'm not sure about it. Then we have the Peafowl, again by Pure Winter. And we have updated p-files, but this might be the first. It is possible that the ones who made the p-files now actually use this. And I want to specify that I'm not sure if this was before we got p-files in the game, or if they came with the DLC. I don't quite remember that. Then we have the King Cheetah by MP Catnip. A wonderful name, and yeah, it's a subspecies of cheetah, I believe, and which have this kind of stripes down the back. Beautiful creature again, but we're gonna move on. Again, I don't want this video to be too long. Then by human, we have realistic melanistic tigers. So it's different colors. It doesn't specify if it's a new animal or if it was fixing the animals. A pair of orange and white base like photograph melanistic tigers are now ready to come to your zoo. Use frontier patterns shader rather than being painted on. Therefore, it affects both albino and... Oh, so I think it switches the colors, so the orange turns black and the black turns orange. Not quite sure. But they look very specific. Yeah. What's next? Oh, the tortoise lions, this I read on. First of all, these pictures, half lion, half tortoise. I don't believe that's actually how it worked. Here you can see we have lions and tortoises, but we don't have that tortoise lion. We can see through the mouth. Oh, some things some modders still miss. It's by NDP and Manler, I think, replaces the female West African lions with Galapagos giant tortoises. Credit to NDP with helping me out. It wouldn't be possible without them. So basically, you still have the normal male lion, and then the females will look like tortoises. Then we have the unicorn, and it's actually kind of a shocker to me that it haven't been updated since the 1.0. Yeah, that must be the original one. But basically it's unicorns, and I will say that it's very beautiful. And I do remember they did appear at some points in Live Mod Showcase, but maybe it's the first one. So we have a few different colors here. Also the black one, I really like them. Also here you can see the depth of the hair is already quite on point. It's by Pure Winter also. So the first modders here seems to be 4 or 5 modders that just worked on their own, where many of the newer mods we have like 3 or 4 modders credited on everything. Then we have the melanistic lion, which is a darker lion here. Kind of looks like a panda, but it still has that shape of a lion. Oh, that's actually quite beautiful. Never seen them in real life, but I really like it. Adds black melanistic females, males and cubs to your choice of regular or albino slot, so you can actually choose if it's one or the other. Moving over here, we have the poison dog frog pack, and looking at these, I'm pretty sure it's okay, so actually it is an animal, but you can choose to override one of the other frogs you have in the game, so it overrides either the gold or the layman's poison dart frog. So it is actually a functional animals. It just looks a lot like some of those we have in the exhibit prop pack at this point. So again, but modders learn from each other, so I have nothing against it. It was also by Pure Winter, and here again by Pure Winter. Green iguana morph pack, and a lot of these we actually have now, and it looks very much the same. I think it's called green iguana, and then we have green iguana fire and ice and green iguana melanistic. It's sorted into 2 colors in every pack, and as far as I remember, they are updated. I also think I have a video up of them. They are quite beautiful and unique creatures, and they actually don't live the same place, all of them, so it's not just like it's a green iguana, they live here. The colors are based different places in the world. I think it's all South America, but I'm not sure. Then we have the American alligator updated for 1.9. 1.4. It's actually the first one I have seen being specifically updated. Here it's by Nicholas Linerider. So here we got Nicholas Linerider, one of my favorite modders on the field, and let's take a look at it. Let's see here. It's a lot more clunky than what I expect for him, but if it was his first Planet Zoo mod, it makes sense. I will say though, I can see here up in the number. The number is the number of mods, so the bigger number, the newer the mod, and some of the numbers are missing, so there's probably some mods that have been taken down. Then we have the Arctic Fox by Pure Winter, and it's, of course, we have it in the game now. It's quite beautiful, to be honest. It seems a little bit taller, not as short-legged as the one we have in the game, but still quite beautiful. Going out here again, then we have the Jet Gun by Pure Winter. The Opus Magnum, the greatest mod I ever made. Okay. So I think it's the gun of the vets that changes, but I'm not sure. Then we have the vegetation tolerance for all animals. This non-invasive mod makes all in-game animal franchise and offline all game modes, stop being upset if you add lots of plants in their habitats. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Again, by Pure Winter. So Pure Winter was really I wouldn't say the best modder at this point, but the modder that put out royal a lot of stuff. Then we have here the Shadow that made the blue bug. We still don't have that in the game. Quite unique colorations, and it seems like we have multiple colorations. A lot of bugs look alike, as you know, so but the color is quite unique. Then we have the Watsui by Nicholas Linerider. Watusi and Cool Cattle. Again, I don't feel like they are just as detailed or good as the newer mods we have, but it's quite unique, and I would like to see it get a rework and updated. Extraordinary tigers. Here you can see we have this. I think it's the tigers that already in the game, so it wasn't a new animal you added, it was just a rework of coloration on the ones that already in the game. But here we actually had the blue tiger long before we got it as a singular mod. This coloration is also quite unique. Quite beautiful creatures. Once again by Pure Winter and JB Jan. Yeah, Maltese Blue, the extinct Java tiger, golden tabby, stripeless white, scientifically probably correct, slate, and more. Yeah, what else did we have? We have animal overhaul updated thing soon. Okay. Currently being updated. Out of date. This overhaul rebalance many aspects of the guest animal experience and adds the possibility of animals feeding stations and pitting zoos designs. I want that, and we're still in February 2020, so it's not updated at all, but I want it. Then we have the melanistic zebra by J2 Bix. I have seen something from him before, but I'm not sure what. Then we have the jaguar discontinued. All of the mods get discontinued when Frontier choose to add them to the game. Here by Pure Winter. Then again, Pure Winter wolf colors. Like they did with the tigers, then just here with the wolf, and it gives them so much more personality that you could get all of these colors. Back. Then we have the bighorn sheep by J2 Bex. The dromedary camel updated for 1.4. Nicholas Line Rider. Remember, it need to be 1.10 at this point to work. But also, it's not the actual camel, it's the dromedary camel. So again, a new animal. We have the Pravoski's horse that proudly outdated. I'm quite in love with that. By Pure Winter, and I do believe I'm not sure because there have been two Pravoski horse mods, but the one that were updated before we got it into the game, I made a last hooray mod video for that because I do think the mod was quite good and quite beautiful. So if you want to see that, it is up. Lehman's Poison Frog mod by Ayush. I think. Probably not right, but it's what I'm gonna go with. Then we have the saber-tooth cat or Schmilodon populator. I actually did download it because I was going to put it in my cat weeks here before I noticed it wasn't updated, but it's by Digital Dog. And then here we have the albino goat, another animal that have arrived to the game later. J2 Bix. We only gonna take one more side here because I've been talking way too long already. I just think it's fun to take a look at it. But here we actually have something that have been updated, but we're gonna start here in the bottom. Rocky Mountain Elk by Pure Winter. Oh, sorry about that. Then we have the Schmilta Oryx. Updated for the 1.4. I do feel like we have it in the game now. I'm not sure. I think it's the Oryx we have now, but not specifically the scimitar. I'm not sure. American Black Bear, another creature that we kind of have, but not really, by Nicholas Line Rider. Oh, they were both from Nicholas Line Rider. And here Nicholas Line Rider really started to do a lot of mod, it seems. The Black Ruffed Lemur. Again, we have it in the game now, so thank you for bringing the attention to it. Then we have 3D Alphabet Replacer, Times New Roman, updated for 1.6, so we're getting closer now, and it's by Voltaic. Beach Broadwalk Vibes, Vertical Wood Set Replacer. I want to see that. It looks very like old beach cottage, and I don't think we have it in the game at this point. I like this. I like it a lot. I don't like to use replaces because I also want the original ones. but I would like to have it in the game now. Now I can't remember every single thing I have at this point because I have all of the prop mods, as you know. But it's quite beautiful. Then we have the black rhinos. Oh, rhinoceros. Yeah, black rhino. By Nicholas Line Rider here, updated for 1.4. Quite beautiful. Once again, I feel like his newer mods are way better, but it is an animal that I personally think we really need in Planet Zoo because it's have a rich story and I really like it, and it's quite different than the white rhino, so I would like it to be there. Then we have the white rhino that have been discontinued again. We do have it in the game at this point. Then we have a remaster. Remasters, if you don't know, that's mod that go in and change the mod we already have. So the West African line that you have are going to change from this to this. And this out here, you can see that is the fluffiness issue we have in the game. Here you can see the mane looks very compact and unreal and kind of like a firm material, where over here it looks very blurry. So again, this is much more realistic, but it do get this fluffiness issue that we have in the game. But the face shape itself is very different, and I really like it over here. Again, I don't use remaster much because I already have so many mods. Then we have the Somali wild donkey by J2 Bix. Then we have the Red River hawk, a quite unique animal once again by Nicholas Line Rider. Quite unique animals. I haven't seen it before, honestly. Then we have the African forest elephant by Nicholas Line Rider. You can see now he really start to get in there. Updated for the 1.4. Then we have the Persian onaga. It's not the Persian onaga I have. This is an older mod. The one I have been updated for the 1.10 and is by another modder. Then we have the Maasai giraffe by Nicholas Line Rider, and then we have the gray Indian elephant, updated for 1.2 by Nicholas Line Rider. Then we have the llama variants by Nick Fu. Never heard about it. But it's, wow, I like these colorations. Well, this is kind of boring. But these, I want these very much. It brings in so much more personality and life to a habitat with multiple animals when they don't have the same color. Then Nicholas Line Rider made this, which I kind of like. Llamas with hats, so I think it's just, yeah, it just gives the llamas from the game hats. But I like it. And it's not one hat, it's different hats, but I only think it's the two different variation. No, there's a third here. No, it was the other again. Then we have the clouded leopard, also discontinued, and Moor leopard, also discontinued since we have it now, but it isn't here. And then Bengal Tiger Remastered, the first mod here that have been updated for the 1.10. I'm not gonna go over the remasters in my videos because I don't use remasters, but I would like to show you the picture though. I do believe this is the old one, this is the new one. They're quite beautiful, but honestly I don't feel like they get that giant difference that some people feel they do. And if you feel it worth it, then use them. I just don't. But it's by Havoc, a modder we know a lot about today that we just haven't seen before in older mods at this point. And I forgot to remember, mention the Emerald Leopard was by Leopardis, I think it's called. But honestly, we have so many mods here that just haven't been updated. We have vegetation coverage replacements, albinos, non-glass exhibit. We also have here again some remasters that have been updated, and then we're gonna start the videos with the African wild dog. Sorry, no, it's also a remaster. Better albino Garrel's also a remaster. Here we have the another RX salty. I'm not sure if that's a remaster, but I'm gonna go use this week to go over the oldest of these mods that have been updated, and I've really enjoyed this walk down memory lane, or walk down the history of Planet Zoo mods. Some of these I would really like to get if they could get a rework and get updated. Because they seems quite good and they seems quite interesting. I don't feel like we have that many. I will say though, if we go up here and Planet Zoo mods, and then we can see updated, we have so many few more. We have 40 pages of updated for the 1.10 update. So we have a lot to do in here, but I don't actually need any mods for what I'm doing this week. So therefore I thought, why don't use this week to take a look at some mods I may never notice otherwise. So yeah, I hope you're here for it, and this will be the only video today since it is quite long. But tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, as always, I will put out some of these very old Planet Zoo mods and take a look at them and see if they really hold up or if they should have been forgotten at this point. So yeah, you know the drill, guys. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you know the next time I upload a video. I really hope to see you again either in the comments below or in the next video. Bye, guys.